me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain, pain. Can I kick it? Just to flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Cleveland Browns. Taken about 7 yards deep. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And his first carry, he loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A first carry now for Nick Chubb. And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2.
8 yards.
Next, the receivers don't spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
21-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They give the Chubb out of the gun. 7 yards there and a first down.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. Flushed out right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
On 2nd down, Mayfield again. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose it down on the grounding call. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And that'll bring up 4th down. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
A 19-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's the first carry for Northwestern's Justin Jackson. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
He was covered.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
9 on the play.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
The Browns drive about to get started. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb, and he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
5 at the 25-yard line.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
They'll let it go deep for Beckham. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. The former number 3 pick, Joey Bosa, bringing the lumber that time. Mayfield throwing complete there to Hooper. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
On third down, Mayfield. He'll get that one to Taylor complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
At the 4-yard line.
Step it, and he's in. Touchdown, Browns. Baker Mayfield, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no return here for Reed. This will be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Going on the ground with Eckler. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down at the 26. It's a
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Looks like a nickel set now for the Browns on third down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this complete to Henry over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Herbert hooking up with Henry that time for the Charger first. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Herbert. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
On 3rd and short, going with their tight end. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On is the punter long here as he sends this one away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Browns will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They had to go the length of the field last time out to get into the end zone. And with this starting field position, they're going to have to pretty much do it again.
And I think the thought process going into it is, hey, if you have to be methodical, go ahead and do that. But what you really want are a couple of big plays. Eat up chunks of yardage and cut down the number of times you have to snap the football.
And 7 at the 13-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Mayfield. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
For Philip Dorsett.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Mayfield. And it's complete. Hooper. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Mayfield finding Hooper there for a Cleveland first.
10 at the 26-yard line.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 42. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Now they return to the ground game. Chubb. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here's 2nd and 5 now from the 37. Play fake. Mayfield. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That goes for a gain of 31.
6-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Taywan Taylor, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns add on to their lead.
Austin Seibert on for the point after.
He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And, you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Reed opts for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but don't let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now. We'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. They started on the ground with Eckler. A good pickup after the penalty, 12 yards, and it's second down. That was huge after being behind the chains on first down to make this second very manageable.
Man, how much pride do you have in an offense on first down to get that kind of yardage? Because it actually opens up your playbook on second down. You can run it, you can throw it, you keep the defense off balance. I like that phrase, staying ahead of the chains, and they're doing exactly that.
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the gun, Herbert on third down. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up fourth down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Browns will take over, first and 10.
Their own 29-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They go play action. Mayfield eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. And this is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Taywan Taylor, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Browns add 6 to their lead. Seibert on for the PAT. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Browns 24, Chargers nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First down.
So we have reached halftime here in Cleveland with the Browns on top. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Kickoff for the Chargers.
The Browns are going to get the second half kickoff, and they've got this lead as well as we are back and underway. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
5-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. And that is incomplete. And that throw behind his man, he missed him. Incomplete.
Brings up third down and 15.
Focusing on me with Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle pockets, distinctive destination.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Mayfield. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Joey Bosa able to drop him that time for his second sack of the evening. Here's Jamie Gillen now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. The return is Reed. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Chargers will be set up pretty well as they take over in great field position.
6-yard line.
And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down.
Greedy Williams.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Complete.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
It's now 4th down.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration.
Los Angeles.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Out of the gun, Eckler running it. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Tackled at the 25-yard line.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
They'll try the air now with Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Call it a loss of 6 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. From the gun, Herbert, the Browns D locked in on 3rd down, brings up 4th.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they get a little bit closer here as the lead's down to 3 touchdowns. So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
Mike Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. And this will make it into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. 3rd quarter action. Appreciate you joining us from Cleveland, Ohio. 2nd and 10. He's going to air it out for Dorsett. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Philip Dorsett, 76 yards. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Come on, QB, come on. Rush in, rush in, rush in. Check 31, check 31. Go check.
Once more, here's Eckler. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that 2nd down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash.
Here is Eckler. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Good whip. Watch the whip. Slam, slam, slam.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 12 yards there and a first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Third quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. Back to throw here, Herbert. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and it'll bring up 3rd down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it with Eckler. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as he'll wind up going backwards. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield right at the 48. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. And again, it's Chubb. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 yards there, first down.
Brandon, sometimes it just comes down to the power of suggestion because I know exactly what they said all week long. We're coming off the open week. We'll have the fresher legs in the fourth quarter, and they will wilt when we get to that point. And right now, it appears that they're thinking that exact thing.
Yeah, offensively, they had the bye last week. Defensively, did not. Is that really a big factor? Is that more talk during the week?
I think the more that you talk about it, the more that you emphasize it, the more sometimes it comes true for you.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Beckham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ballgame.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Reed on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave him great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Herbert. Yeah, he'll find Hall. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
54's Mike. 54's Mike.
On first down, it's Herbert. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34, and he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Able to fight through one tackle. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Browns 45, Chargers 3.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
On the pickup. 2nd and 6.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
First down, Los Angeles.
Operating from the gun, Herbert buying time to his left. That is incomplete. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense.
To throw again. Herbert Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Third down and 10 yards to go.
The Chargers on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll run here with Eckler. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
A couple of first downs have them to the 40 now on 1st and 10.
Let's get there. Wide, get wide. Switch it. Come here, switch it.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
A gain of 14. First down, Chargers.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46.
Check safety.
They run with Jackson out of the gun. And he's got this down to the 35. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, "Where was that all game?" Or maybe he's just kind of keeping it to himself and saying, okay, it's something to build on, and a positive comes out of a bad game, because those are going to happen from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready to go in the future. But that run right there, that's what they were looking for.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that first down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page, because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
I'm coming. Watch the safety creep. Crunch. Check 99. Hey, switch gears. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. I got wide.
On 2nd down, it's Jackson fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, here's Eckler. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. And that one will be no good. He never had it online. It's well wide to the left, and this score will stay right where it is. So an empty possession there. What do you think went wrong, Charles?
Well, it looked like maybe the plant leg might have given way just a little, and when that happens, guys have a tendency to pull through the ball to compensate. And in doing so, sent this one off target.
For the Browns, good starting field position as they have it 1st and 10 at their own 42. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll move the chains. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Browns, they boost their record up to a strong 4-1. And they'll get to stay home again next week.